Hey, want to know a fast way to turn those hour-long YouTube uploads into attention-grabbing shorts, TikToks, or Reels without hiring an editor or wasting a weekend? I've been doing this for a while, and there's one workflow that's totally changed how I publish short-form content. Stick with me for the whole thing because I'll walk you through the exact steps I use, and I'll show you why Vizard is the tool I reach for when I need to scale clips quickly. I make content about AI and marketing, and a lot of creators ask me how I pump out so many short clips from long podcasts and YouTube deep dives. The old way was brutal. You'd either sit and scrub through hours of footage yourself or pay someone to do it. Then they'd send back raw clips and you'd spend more time polishing, captioning, and scheduling. Super tedious and expensive if you want consistent output. Now, tools have gotten smarter. They can scan video, find the moments with the highest engagement potential, auto-generate subtitles, and even give you a suggested title and description. But not all of them are built the same, and that's where Vizard stands out as a practical, creator-first option. Before we dive into the how-to, here's a quick framework I use for deciding what to chop up. Pick content that already has focused topics or strong moments. Think interviews where guests drop a dense nugget, tutorials with a clear step, or a podcast segment where somebody says something surprising. If you randomly chop up bland filler, nothing will resonate. So step 1 is identify the long-form assets you want to repurpose. Backlog videos, recorded live streams, podcasts, whatever has good moments. For this walkthrough, I'm using a recent interview I recorded that's packed with useful takes about AI and marketing. But the exact process works the same whether it's a lecture, a live stream, or a podcast. Step 1, grab your source. If the original is a hosted YouTube video, copy the URL. If it's an MP4 on your Drive or Google Drive, that's fine too. Vizard accepts uploads. Step 2, create or log into your Vizard account. Yes, it's a freemium model, so you can try it out before committing. I usually recommend testing the starter plans to see how it fits your output and workflow. Once you drop the URL or upload your file, Vizard will process the video and do something really useful. It scans the entire runtime to detect high energy moments, topic shifts, and places where people emphasize key points. Then it proposes a set of short clips optimized for vertical platforms. You can filter those by length. I usually want 30 to 60 seconds for YouTube Shorts and TikTok, but you can also pick 15 to 30s for quicker bites. One feature I love is the auto editing for virality. Vizard doesn't just randomly clip, it ranks moments by likely engagement signals, things like spikes in energy, keyword density, and conversational punchlines. You'll see a little potential or virality indicator next to each suggested clip so you can prioritize. Now, no tool can promise virality, but having that ranking saves hours of guesswork. After the selection, Vizard auto-generates captions and on-screen text that are readable for mobile viewers. It's not just SRT files, it formats the captions in a way that suits short-form platforms, bolded highlights, smart line breaks, and emphasis on the punchline. That alone improves retention dramatically compared to long uncaptioned uploads. Next up, templates and style. Vizard gives you quick presets. Think bold podcast captions, dynamic social template, or more minimal presenter mode. I usually start with a solid preset and then create my own brand template so every clip has consistent fonts, colors, and logo placement. Over time, these templates save more time than you'd expect. Don't sleep on creating one clean template. The ROI is immediate if you post multiple times a week. One of the biggest pain points with other tools is scheduling. Some platforms just let you export clips and then you manually upload to TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube later. Vizard's auto schedule and content calendar features solve that. Set your posting frequency and preferred windows, add captions and hashtags, and Vizard can push clips directly to your connected social accounts. That means you can batch create a month's worth of clips, set them to go live, and focus on new content instead of babysitting uploads. A quick comparison note because I know people ask, tools like Opus Clip and a few others do parts of this well. They find clips, they auto caption, and some have editing modules. But many competitors either charge more for essential features, have clunky scheduling, or don't give you a unified calendar where you can see everything across platforms. Some charge per export at higher tiers, which gets expensive if you're repurposing a lot. Vizard's sweet spot is combining a robust auto-edit engine with reasonable pricing, flexible scheduling, and a content calendar that actually becomes the command center for your republishing workflow. Also, while other tools focus on flashy one-off edits, Vizard leans into repeatable publishing. You don't want to reinvent the wheel every time. You want repeatable templates, consistent caption styling, and a lineup of clips that your audience will actually see over time. That's where the content calendar wins. You can rearrange, tweak captions, and see the projected cadence of clips going live. It turns repurposing from a mess of ad hoc exports into a steady publishing machine. Let me take you through a real example of what happens after Vizard creates the clips. It produced about a dozen candidate clips from my 1-hour interview. Each clip came with an auto caption track, a suggested short title, and a thumbnail idea. I reviewed them quickly, sometimes trimming a second or sliding the start time, and in under 10 minutes, I had 8 ready to post clips. Then I used the auto schedule to spread them out over the next 2 weeks at optimal times for my audience. The time saved is insane. Performance-wise, you shouldn't expect every clip to blow up. That's not realistic. But I'd rather have 8 clips getting 300 to 1,000 views each than 0 clips because I didn't have the time to repurpose. Creators I work with report a steady bump in new subscribers and higher engagement simply because their channel is consistently feeding short-form content into discovery feeds. Shorts and Reels are discovery-driven. You want volume and quality together, and Vizard helps nail both. There are extra bells and whistles. You can add B-roll, drop in background music, or request a tighter cut if a clip feels slow. Vizard also lets you edit inside the editor if you want to adjust captions, change the clip layout, or add overlays like emojis and CTAs. It's not a replacement for Premiere if you're doing cinematic edits, but it's perfect for social first repurposing. A few practical tips from my workflow. Always run the full video once and export all candidate clips. Sometimes the unexpected moments are the best performers. Create and save a branded template early, so every clip looks like yours. And use the scheduling windows to avoid posting everything at once. Drip content over days and weeks. Last thing, transparency. I'm not being paid by any of these tools to say this. I'm sharing what actually helps me scale. If you're serious about turning long form into an engine for growth, pick a tool that combines smart clip detection, reliable scheduling, and a real calendar. Vizard checks those boxes for me because it's purpose-built for creators who want repeatable systems, not one-off edits. If you're curious, try uploading a single long interview and let Vizard auto-generate clips. Play with the virality ranking, tweak a couple of captions, and schedule out a few posts. You'll probably be surprised how fast you can multiply your output. If you want, comment below with the kind of videos you're repurposing, podcasts, tutorials, interviews, and I'll share a few template ideas that work well for each. Alright, that's it. Go find those gold moments, plug them into Vizard, and start turning old videos into new discovery channels. If you enjoyed this walkthrough, hit like, subscribe, or follow. I love hearing what people create with these workflows. And if you want more specific templates or a mini guide on caption strategies, tell me in the comments and I'll drop a follow-up video. Have a great one.